Yes, sir. Friday night here. El Blurred Americano here, taking over the Friday Night Year podcast as the Amazing Spider Cam is out indefinitely for behavioral rehabilitation. He will be back later than sooner, so I'll be taking over the show.
We had to send that nigga to HR.
I'm not familiar with you guys. I just got the assignment a couple days ago, so
that's all right. You'll become you'll get used to us. We're a heel stable. We may or may not be Nazi adjacent.
Whoa.
Other than that, I think you pretty much.
Whoa! We're running a clean program here.
Sorry. I knew that we had to get Cam to HR because of some insensitivity with the
all right
Israelites.
Where's your core American values, as you can see?
Yes.
We respect the troops around here. We stand for the national anthem. We do all of that.
That's a fact.
Yes, sir. Now we're on Money in the Bank Eve. Tomorrow 7 p.m. coming on.
And Worlds Collide Eve.
Yeah.
Worlds Collide. As
the YouTube show
from the Gulf of America.
How do you feel about that?
Respect everybody. Respect all cultures, nationalities, ethnicities.
Mm-hmm. But speak English.
He does, and and from what I can see, he seems to be a wee bit of the darker of the luchadors that I've seen. I'm not gonna lie.
So he's probably Dominican or something like that.
Dominican, yeah, definitely.
Dark Rose. Dark Rose the luchador.
We had WWE releases this week. R-Truth being one of them.
Damn.
Carlito and Paula being released also. So, WWE fans, of course, being entitled as they normally are, tried to hijack the show saying we want truth. And don't forget,
Truth Social, that is.
All I want to say, though, is listen, if R-Truth's last wrestling match was against John Cena, that's a hell of a last wrestling match.
I'm sad that R-Truth. By the way, poor Carlito, poor Valhalla. Like nobody gives a fuck.
Right. But I didn't hear we want Carlito chance there.
Man, but damn, I'm sad that R-Truth. I've felt since AEW came around that like the idea of the WWE lifer, I think that died. And when Big Show and Mark Henry left, I'm like, okay, niggas ain't staying around for life. Like, damn, I'm sad. I ain't gonna, protest or nothing, but I'm like, damn, R-Truth. It's a bummer, but like,
One thing I saw, did you guys see what Mark Henry said? Vince McMahon never would have fired R-Truth.
Shit.
Never.
Yeah, Vince. I mean, he did release him way back in 2001, so like that's technically not true.
Yeah. But I think he meant more current truth, because the R-Truth that Vince McMahon fired wasn't the R-Truth that made him come back.
Yeah, well, he fired what, K-Quick?
Yep.
Get rowdy. But yeah, I do think, that's true. Vince would have found a way to keep R-Truth around forever. But like, it is what it is. Like, look,
it's a business, brother.
There we go.
Yeah,
that's what I like to hear. It's a business. That's what I like to hear. Out with the old, in with the new. Of course, you don't want people losing their jobs. But if you
I like to personally think that R-Truth got a nice little wad of cash put away.
If you're running the books for TKO, you're looking at long-standing talent like Randy Orton, John Cena, The Miz, Rey Mysterio, and you run across R-Truth, and he's been signed since 2008. We don't know what Vince was paying this man. TKO or whoever was running the books looked at that.
I would say Nick Khan looked at R-Truth's contract, saw them zero. Like, I don't think so. Buddy.
We just use them for comedy spots.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
That doesn't work. Yo, we're not paying high six figures for comedy, brother.
I'll say this too, like comedy, it is you need a good comedy Negro,
You
not
do, and
necessarily
R-Truth is the
a
quintessential
Negro,
comedy Negro.
not necessarily a Negro, but you need a good comedy one, and like that's something that WWE doesn't really have one. Closest is maybe Alpha Academy, but like Truth was versatile. Like you could plug him into anywhere. Brock Lesnar, he would kill it with. Roman Reigns, he'd kill it with. Like he did it like just last year with Judgment Day, he'd kill it. So it's like he played it ain't like they released
R-Truth's a
Roman
role
or
player.
fucking. He's a great role player. Like that nigga is a great role player. Like it wasn't like it's Seth or like Becky Lynch or Roman that they released, but it's a bummer and it's a role that they don't have anyone that can fill. I understand it's a business. At the end of the day, nigga, it is a business, and if R-Truth ain't making a significant difference to the bottom line, and if they look if
Sometimes you
them
gotta let it
higher up
go.
Negroes,
Hey,
I might not like it, but I understand it. I get it.
we seen Celtic Shaq, we seen Nuggets AI, we just seen just old athletes just hanging around, just being a vet, but they don't hit the same. You know what I mean? So
we about to see Aaron Rodgers in that Pittsburgh Steelers jersey, and that shit is gonna be oof. That
Aaron Rodgers Pittsburgh Steelers is nasty, but
Jets Aaron Rodgers was kind of nasty.
It was acceptable a little bit, but the 1 year deal, Aaron Rodgers to the Steelers, nasty. I can't.
How much you get paid for that
Mike
1
Tomlin
year?
fired.
The only thing I can't get behind is the multiple stories. We say R-Truth, he got released. Then we hear R-Truth got lowballed and he ain't accept the offer. Then we hear Triple H with the final straw to fire R-Truth. Then we hear Nick Khan was always going to get rid of R-Truth, and then John Cena heard about it and gave him one final match. I just don't like all the extra stories. If he's fine, he's getting released. He's getting released. Carlito, one message, released. Valhalla, released at home, understandable. We just get one story. We got 5 different stories of what happened to R-Truth. Teddy Long talked to R-Truth. R-Truth's good. Multiple people talk to R-Truth saying R-Truth is happy, he's well, he's
All
good.
I know is I don't believe the Triple H story because it came from Dave Meltzer and old Uncle Dave. Just isn't a trustworthy source when it comes to
Get off the dirt sheets, brother. Get off the dirt sheet.
I love Carlito's response to his
I'll see y'all niggas in another 13 years, brother.
That nigga was like,
Don't get me wrong. Niggas believe Carlito. Niggas believe Carlito.
Carlito was like, yeah, they taking me to court because I was stealing money from them. And then he talked to his lawyers like, yeah, you've been stealing money. Like Carlito, I think he took it in stride. Like if this were like when he first got released back in like I think 2010, he probably would have took it personally. Like he was like, hey, it is what it is. It probably won't be 13 years.
He probably got a nice paycheck for this last year.
This nigga still healthy.
Didn't have to wrestle all like that, yo. Fucking. This nigga got paid
smashed Raquel. Let's be honest, he probably smashed Auntie Raquel on the low.
Let's hope so. I like the
Braun. Ooh, that's Braun's piece.
Well, he got him a piece of that Tijuana bomb, brother.
That's cool.
Other than that, what you think about The Miz removing all his WWE related activities from the X?
I think it could be a work, brother.
It could be a lot of things. It could just be this nigga's cleaning up his social medias. Like we forget, Miz has been in and around WWE for 22 years.
20 years.
Going on 23 years. So it's like Miz could be just gearing up to fucking retire.
That wouldn't be crazy, yo. That nigga's worked a lot, made a lot of money.
He might be like, all right, I kind of see the writing on the wall. Like it's not like he seems to love what he's doing, but it's like, all right, let me get out while I still got my health fully. I'd have made all this money. I'd have been in all these Marine movies. I'm one of the most unexpected success stories in WWE. Hey, and I'm piping down Maurice on the regular.
And the original winner at NXT.
Like I've had legendary, like I've main evented WrestleMania. Like dog, I'm good.
That is crazy.
Or it could be a work.
Never forget, the Miz has more single WrestleMania main events than Seth Rollins. So it's Throwing it out
Wins. He's got that win too.
there. And Ric Flair and many more.
Yeah.
So my question to veer off WWE for a little bit. Will Okada, Kenny 5 hit this thing and all?
No.
Who will be the Intercontinental Champion?
And I love Okada Omega 1 through 4, but I don't need 5. Neither one of these niggas are as good as they were the first time.
The writing was on the wall for 5. You knew it was coming.
Yeah, the moment Okada signed with AEW and we found out that Kenny could wrestle again, it's like, okay, they're gonna do that again because you got to reheat them cold French fries. But I mean, Okada in AEW, I'm sorry, the nigga, he ain't hitting it. Like he pulled it out for the Continental a little bit, but Okada ain't even trying no more.
Yeah, I haven't seen Okada wrestle anything close to what
full effort.
we saw in New Japan during this fucking.
To his credit, I think Kenny, he gonna bring it all, and maybe that's gonna inspire Okada to put some effort in. And like the match will be decent, but it's not gonna be what it was. Like that was what 2018, 2017. That was pushing 10 years ago. We passed that right now. Like they ain't gonna be the same. They both older. They both have been hurt. It is what it is. Like they gonna remember when Will Ospreay and Ricochet, when they tried to reunite and it felt so good, it didn't hit like it did back then because niggas are older. So it's like, yeah, it's not gonna hit like it did. It'll be all right. It'll be decent. It'll even be good, but it ain't gonna be what it was.
It's something to sell the American audience on, so or the American casual audience. So
yeah.
And other news, how y'all feel about the debut of Mariah May on NXT?
God damn, Mariah May's so fucking fine, brother. She's so fine.
I wonder what her name is gonna be.
Apparently on Evolve it was Mariah March.
Mariah March.
Apparently, allegedly.
That's it.
Throwing the air quotes out there.
No, I don't hate Mariah March. I don't hate Mariah March if they fucking. I mean, she would have already been Eminem if that was the case. She was Mariah May, remember? Yeah.
True.
But
the timing is fucking wild.
Damn.
Yo, the day after,
I thought Ricky Saints timing with getting out of AEW and debuting on NXT was crazy. Nigga, it was almost instantaneous.
The only thing I see from the fans, they're like, "Oh, you don't work your fans, brother." The Mariah May just like had all these tweets saying, "I'm finally home." And it's like, "Oh, you use AEW, you can't work your fans like that." Shut your bitch ass up. Stop crying, nigga.
I was gonna say the IWC be in their fucking feelings for no reason.
It's not real, brother.
I'm gonna bring this up. Remember a year ago, Stephanie Vaquer kind of did the same thing, where it was just like, "Hey, I'm on Forbidden Door," and then damn near immediately signed by WWE. Hey, look, it is what it is. It's a business.
But we've been calling Mariah. We've known for. I feel like it's been on the writing's been on the wall that Mariah May was destined for WWE for a good minute now.
I thought it was year. I thought she maybe do like 4 years in WWE, and then like she might not WWE, AEW. Like,
I saw niggas trying to clown because you could have made so much money in AEW, but you decided to take a pay cut to go to NXT.
Hit that lick in AEW for a little bit.
I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that. It was, you did all that just go to NXT. Some of the best superstars that went through the NXT process.
I was gonna say NXT have one of the best fucking rosters in the world right now.
I bet Adam Cole was in NXT.
I was gonna say, I bet you Adam Cole wished he had thought about it before he fucking stopped with his pussy and then got broken up.
They just lost Stephanie, Julia, Roxanne, Jordan Grace, and we still got a strong roster.
As I say, still got Miss Parker, Kaylani, Jordan, fucking goddamn now Mariah, fucking Sol Ruka, fucking Zarya. What they changed Zarya's name to?
Zarya.
Delta.
It was Delta, then it was now it's Zarya.
Oh yeah, it was the other way around.
You got the Olympic gold medalist Tyra May Steele. She just debuted. Like, goddamn,
and she was trained by the Undertaker.
She could be Lady Kurt Angle. So it's like, all right, well, NXT's just reloaded, so it is what it is.
We're almost on a 3.0 for that.
Phase 4.
Shout out to the young talent that's still doing it. And finally, a little sidebar here. More advertisement coming. The Slim Jim WWE tables, allegedly, it's not confirmed, but you might start getting Slim Jim's logos on the WWE tables. And this
that'll be
right.
That's low key fire. I'm not gonna lie.
Can I call it ISO on this one?
Sure.
Get the
ISO
screen
ISO
going.
Americano.
ISO Americano. Because the marks are upset by this for whatever reason. I don't get it. So why are we upset and just blaming TKO for everything? That's what I do on this guy. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like the prime hydration
because they don't have Vince
in the ring, and I don't like and now on the tables, what are we doing? Hold on a second. Do we watch New Japan Pro Wrestling? They got 8 fucking sponsors on their ring, and that's been happening since 2015, and probably earlier. But as far as I've been watching it, they always had sponsors on the ring. Bushido Road, Card Fight Vanguard, Coolers Light. There's always sponsorships on the back of the when the wrestlers in their matches and doing the post-match interviews. Where's the crying for that? Oh wait, were you not back in the Attitude Era with coming back from commercial? Yerrrr, 1-800 Collect, Stacker 2, Skittles, Slim Jim.
The energy.
Were you crying about that back in the day as a kid? No, you just watched it. I mean, don't get me wrong. It looked silly, but I'm not going to cry about it. It's not like the table is in the shape of a Slim Jim. It's not like the table is wrapped in a Slim Jim wrapper. It's just a Slim Jim logo.
That would be fire, though. If they wrap the tables in a Slim Jim wrapper, that would be stupid.
That's nasty. But even
Slim Jim on the pole match.
Even pre-TKO.
Slim Jim is the pole match.
Let's look at AEW in 2022 when they were sponsored by DraftKings. DraftKings all over the fucking ring. And don't forget, did you remember when you could bet on the fucking matches?
Bruh, do you remember? Hold on, while we're talking about this, does anyone remember when Space Jam came out? Where were these niggas when Space Jam came out? Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks came out dressed as fucking Space Jam basketball players.
Did you take CM Punk money line at Double or Nothing to win the championship? You could. Well, no crying, no crying. Were you there for Like a Dragon Street Fight? Oh, that was a sponsor for a video game, and they had a whole street fight for that. Were you there for the Texas Chainsaw match? Were you there for the Texas Chainsaw match with Jeff Jarrett and Jeff Hardy? There was no crying for that. I don't want to hear this
Chainsaw Massacre match.
And don't forget,
you niggas can't start crying for shills now.
He had a whole show dedicated to Warner Discovery. Everything is Warner Discovery for the damn show. We get it, brother. Sponsorships go hand in hand with wrestling since the territory did. It is what it is. Now WWE is just catching up to everybody else that has sponsorships all over the crazy. It is what it is. Oh, lastly, before the TKO merger, do we remember the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match?
Yep. Bray Wyatt's last match.
Bray Wyatt's
remember
last
Cinnamon
match.
Toast Crunch shit?
But I do want to say niggas did cry about that. Niggas did bitch about that match.
What part of the match were you mad about? That the match was 5 minutes? That LA Knight had reflective
beginning,
trunks?
middle, and end?
Well, that it was that you could barely see because it was all in black.
What were you mad about? Were there reflective face paint for Bray Wyatt?
No, it was because I couldn't see.
Oh.
Also, the match was kind of shit.
Lighting and all that other shit. Yeah, we y'all mad about that. But
that's what I was mad about. I couldn't fucking see.
Stop
The match
picking and
was
choosing what
bad.
you wouldn't be mad about. It
The
doesn't
match
make
was
sense.
bad. The match was bad.
R.I.P. Bray.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
not a great last match, but we got some
Take
cool
CM
images.
Punk,
from
take
his last
CM
match.
Punk on the money line. Take CM Punk on the money line.
I'm gonna say this: if you are a nigga betting on pro wrestling, you need serious help. Call that number.
You
That
are
be
a
on the
true
bottom.
degenerate.
But Tony Khan saw it as no problem. And niggas is taking the bets. What are we doing?
That's fucked up. I would see what the money line is and change the results. Fucking swerve these marks. Fuck
That
up
would
all
be
their parlays.
Hey,
that would be
we
amazing.
Money in the Bank weekend, 4 matches.
Hey, add
on the
another
card.
one. Add another match because 4 that's too little.
It is what it is. I'm not tripping about it.
They're probably. We got Worlds Collide the day before. I mean, the same day. So
God damn, this is a sexy ass.
You get your
that's a
right.
sexy
It's
fucking
probably
match.
one of the most stacked women's Money in the Bank ever.
It's definitely one of the best looking.
It is unpredictable because I can make, with the exception of maybe Alexa, I can make a legitimate argument for everybody.
For any of
even
them.
Alexa, I can kind of make an argument for. For me,
I was gonna say she's a multi-time champion. We got to remember that,
and a former Money in the Bank winner. For me, the least interesting option is Rhea Ripley because it's like Rhea can get a title shot at any time. Use this to elevate a new nigga. For me, I think it comes down to 2 people that I hope win. It's either Stephanie Vaquer or Naomi, and I'm pulling for Naomi. Naomi, who I want.
We all know I'm a Julia.
Naomi's the best bet.
I'm a Julia
Naomi
nigga, but I think Stephanie's getting it low key.
Naomi,
I know
it opens up
could
a lot of shit. It opens up a lot of shit. That's a Bianca feud you got. That's a Jade Cargill title feud ready to happen. And plus, it's just like, it's one of them, hey, we were roaring the nigga who's been here for a while. Like, I would really love Naomi to get it. But Steph, I would not be surprised if Stephanie Vaquer gets it. They are seemingly putting a rocket on her.
I think the Money in the Bank.
You love to see it.
I think the Money in the Bank legitimizes Naomi, like with the heel work she can do with that.
Yeah,
getting another championship under her belt.
Definitely a possibility.
Like Roxanne wins this, that elevates her, super elevates her. Same with Julia. Like really, the only person who isn't elevated anymore is Rhea Ripley because it's like, well, she's Rhea Ripley. Like it's just another thing she's won, and I think that's why she's the least interesting person to win this, and it's why I'm hoping that they don't have her win. Give it to somebody else. Like give it to another.
All right. The next match on the card, Becky and Lyra.
Ooh. I gotta apologize to Becky Lynch because I was on that Becky Hogan type shit, but honest to God, this has made the women's Intercontinental Championship so much more interesting.
It really has.
She's feuding for it, and she's helping Lyra so much. Like Lyra, she was putting on pretty good matches and everything else, but like working with Becky Lynch, her mic skills are like shining through, and like the in-ring stuff is shining through. So I'm like, yo, I gotta give Becky, I gotta apologize for the disrespect. Give Becky her credit. I think she's gonna win because I think that sets up for even more. So it's a complete
opposite of Selena Vega.
Yeah, I mean this was on pay-per-view or PLE. The women's US title hasn't been.
It hasn't been on a PLE. Period.
Hold on, I would like to get to this later. Get to this later part. Did you know the women's tag team championships has been defended on a pay-per-view more than both brands' males tag team championships?
Yep. Over the last like year and a half, yeah. Like mostly it's because Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill have them, and Bianca Belair
Bianca and Jade were the tag.
She's a bigger star than, no disrespect, than all the niggas who've had the tag titles over the last year.
Don't forget Liv.
With the exception of her husband. Yeah. Her and Liv. So it's like that's not really surprising. And this is another pay-per-view. Hey, no tag title match. That's not ideal.
Just saying. Becky could win this.
Dudes. I think Becky's gonna win.
Stat Pat and Becky.
Yeah, I think Becky will get her first Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah. Like you can still keep this thing going. Like this can go all the way till SummerSlam, or maybe even like what they're having after SummerSlam. Ooh, it can go to Evolution, it can go to SummerSlam. Like this is, I wouldn't be shocked if Evolution is. I think they can get another match out of this. Nope. Evolution. Yes, SummerSlam. I say SummerSlam is where they have their big blow off.
Evolution with the blow off, maybe?
Ooh,
either Evolution or SummerSlam.
That is always a possibility.
All right, the Miz Money in the Bank.
Andrade and Solo aren't winning. Like we can get them out the way.
Solo.
Andrade and Solo. Thanks for coming, y'all. Andrade's gonna be an athletic MVP, but I don't think he's winning. I don't think Seth's winning because I think Roman comes. Either Roman or Punk is interfering to fuck with Seth Rollins, and that's gonna cost him.
I think Solo wins.
Oh my god, I would love it if Grande Americano wins because like that's even more elevation for him. But I honestly think it's Penta or LA Knight. I think one of them.
Please don't want LA Knight.
Yeah.
Penta because it's like, all right, like similar to Stephanie McCurr, they seem to be high as hell on Penta with the spot that they put them in. So I'm like, I wouldn't be shocked if he won.
I just feel like it's a matter of time before we get the Lucha Brothers, though. Before we get.
That's true. And Grande Americano, I mean, as a luchador, blurred Americano, you got to be pulling for your boy.
Yeah, you have to.
You know, my core American values, I had to pull for my fellow Americans. So,
but I don't think,
bias, as a broadcaster, unbiased, I think Solo has much to gain in terms of his storyline. Eventually, maybe even cashing in on Jacob
for the U.S. title. That would be dumb.
That would
like cashing in on a mid-card title. That would be a way.
When have we ever been happy?
Honestly, that's what killed Austin Theory's career.
Mid-card title.
Austin Theory tried that shit, and I think
that's ever been. I was just about to say that. Remember when Austin Theory wanted to try that?
Hey, Brock was going in fucking. Roman had the fucking title. So what were you gonna do?
Nigga, wait.
Yeah.
Wait a year you can. And then the last match, the main event, Cody Rhodes and the Yeet Man versus John Cena and Logan Paul.
The Yeet Master General.
I think Jay and the Codester get the win. Logan Paul, he can eat the pin, and I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it would thoroughly piss everybody off if fucking
John Cena pinned
John Cena and Logan Paul double. John Cena and Logan Paul did get the dub. I think that would piss a lot of people off, and I think that's what the WWE's sort of been aiming for here lately.
To piss everybody off.
It does sort of feel like that, doesn't it?
A little bit.
That's why I felt like, bro, part of me was like, yo, is this R-Truth shit a work? I mean, I guess it's not, but I mean, I immediately sort of thought it was just because that just seemed so out of the blue.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. But.
I think Money in the Bank gonna be a middle of the road show. I mean, I got Cody and Jay winning, but I think it's gonna be a middle of the road show. So
I think the ladder matches in Becky versus Lyra, I think those are gonna be good. But yeah, this is a B show.
Or matches, everybody should be wrestling for 20 minutes, right?
Worlds collide. I think that's gonna be the more interesting show on that day. Oh my God, Chad Gable's gonna be in a fucking ladder match and in a match with Vikingo on the same. No, wait, never mind. Why did I say he's gonna be in
two different people, brother?
Chad did one match in Grande Americano. Hopefully, Chad will be able to watch the Money in the Bank match and see his boy do well. But oof, that's an action-packed day. Stephanie Vickers.
So before we wrap it up, I did a top 10 people that was booked better under Vince and top 10 that was booked better under Triple H and posted on the TikTok. Let me know if you agree. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yep.
All right.
Are you ready?
10 wrestlers booked better under Vince. Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, for sure.
Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, booked stronger under Vince.
Drew McIntyre.
No.
R-Truth.
Drew and R-Truth are like interesting.
Yeah, Drew now. He was the chosen one for a minute.
Drew won more under Vince, but I think as a character, he's better under Triple H.
I was going to say he has to be booked better though. So I'm thinking about story wise, and I feel like Drew's stories have been better under Trips.
Yeah. All right, so the same Drew McIntyre that can't win a feud, but it's fine. R-Truth better.
You ain't got to win a feud for it to be good, brother.
Sheesh. R-Truth, Charlotte, John Cena, Austin Theory, Bianca Belair, AJ Styles, Roman Reigns, obvious.
I think all of these people have been booked better in the Trips.
No,
Roman's kind of a unique situation. Roman has been he booked himself when Vince was in there. Let's keep it a buck.
And then the 10 that was better booked under Triple H, LA Knight, Damian Priest, Sami Zayn, CM Punk, Kevin Owens, Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Jey Uso, Chad Gable, Cody Raheem Rhodes.
Cody's also one where it's like he came back in 2022. But he came back in 2022 and he only was there for like 3 pay-per-views before he got hurt. So it's like he didn't really have a full under Vince run when he returned. And we can't count that shit that he did pre him leaving. Like that's a different person.
Fair enough. And also, before you end the show, dumbest take I seen on TikTok was about the Street Profits not defending their tag team championships on the PLE and blaming Triple H for it, which is a dumb take. So, if you remember, the last time the SmackDown Tag Team Championships were defended on the PLE, it was the Royal Rumble of 2025. Yes, DIY versus the Rotisserie Machine. The last time they were defended before that, WrestleMania 40 in the ladder match. So it's not about color, brother. I'm not blaming Triple H because you think he has an agenda against black people. They don't value the fucking tag team championship. It's an irrelevant titles.
But he booked tag teams so well in NXT.
You can say what you want about the women's championship. The women's championship are more relevant than both Raw and SmackDown tag team championships. Those belts are irrelevant because you have your top female stars who's more over than these male stars, which is Liv Morgan and Bianca Belair, that equally held those titles. It is what it is.
So the solution would be, hey, Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, how about y'all become tag team champions?
Again?
Oh, he did that already with Jey and Cody. The last time the tag titles were popular? When Judgment Day had them. Oh, shout out to the Judgment Day.
Yep. Priest and Balor.
Really, it was when the Usos had them. Like it was again.
Yeah, well, that was the last time where they were featured prominently. I feel like.
And they lost on the Judgment Day, started defending on PLE, but shout out to the 2023 era.
Yeah, I mean the Judgment Day. I just mean fucking. Even though it was definitely more entertaining when the Judgment Day had the titles as opposed to the teams that have them now. I just mean fucking as far as like. Them being a front and center piece.
One of the people who had him was Johnny Gargano.
Because even when the Judgment Day had the fucking tag titles, it was still eyes on Rhea as the women's champion, and then Priest is the fucking heavyweight champion. Like,
yep.
The definitive titles, brother. But listen, I'll be streaming Money in the Bank in replacement for Blurred. You know, El Blurred Americana will take over. We're gonna have a structured stream here, a content-friendly stream. Leave the hooliganism elsewhere.
Yeah, that Cam McMahon guy was dangerous. So I'm glad you're here, Americano.
I heard he was fucking people by dinosaur bones and got caught.
It was out here like he was Joe Rogan telling people.
Allegedly, y'all. Allegedly. But
Yes,
Africana 365 and local neighborhood scumbag, Jamel, a.k.a. your friendly neighborhood good guy, apparently. So
apparently. I'm trying to find the thing.
But while I'm thinking about it, yo, July 4th will be the first time that Casual Conversations merch is dropping. So
nice.
That's gonna be a thing. I was looking over hoodies and bucket hats yesterday, so yeah.
Let me know.
America's birthday.
So, folks, I am beginning my journey through SummerSlam's past on my TikTok, Cinnamon Suplexes, and on YouTube, Cinnamon Suplexes. I've done SummerSlam 88 and 89. Honestly, I'm surprised at how much I liked both shows. They were not bad. Like, the shows weren't bad. Shout out to Bret Hart. Like, I mean, I see why people ride Bret so much. Like that Brain Busters Heart Foundation match, that shit went kind of hard.
You know, also, just subscribe to the Friday Night Yerrrr YouTube page and tune in Saturday, 7:30. That's when we get unbanned and be on TikTok streaming. So enjoy yourselves. We're going to be talking about Money in the Bank post show. So we're going to try and do that maybe Tuesday-ish. Maybe we can do it Sunday.
Maybe.
We'll see.
We shall see.
Enjoy yourselves. Like, share, subscribe. Because it's free. And everything in America is free. And thank you.
It's the land of the free, baby. Land of the free.